Hi guys, it is Mr. Fed. Welcome back to the channel. I am back in the man cave with a video discussing my top 5 pieces of video game music of all time. Now, video game music is so readily available now on YouTube. It's readily available on Spotify and that fantastic Nintendo Music app that anyone who owns a Switch should have downloaded by now. That you don't necessarily need to be playing the game in order to enjoy some of your favourite pieces of music from video game history. I certainly have made a playlist of my favourite pieces of video game music, and I'm quite happily to have a few beers and sit in the man cave and listen to it for pleasure. Now, when I talk about video game music, I'm not talking about a game like Rock and Roll Racing, which used Paranoid by Black Sabbath. We all know how good Paranoid by Black Sabbath is. I'm talking about original scores specifically for video games. So without further ado, we'll get into the top 5 in a minute. Now, I'm not clever enough to edit like these pieces of music into this video. So what I've done is I've already put my top 5 in the description below, and I've put a YouTube link to that piece of music because some friends of humanity on YouTube have already uploaded these amazing pieces of music. So if you want to listen to me waffle on about my top 5, stick around. If you want to go away and listen to it yourself, then the link is in the description. But at number 5, my number 5 favourite piece of video game music is from Mario Kart. Now, even on the original Mario Kart on the Super Nintendo, I think of a track like Bowser's Castle, which was a really kind of menacing kind of song, wasn't it, for the difficulty of the track. There's been some absolutely amazing pieces of music, but my favourite music from Mario Kart goes to Mario Kart 8. And the track is Shy Guy Falls. Now, Shy Guy Falls, it's kind of a panpipe flute string solo over a really kind of complex booming bass line with a really fantastic banjo and acoustic backing track. It really does make me want to like really invest me into this track. So when I race around and I finish my first lap and the song loops around and starts again, sometimes when I cross that line and the song starts again, it gives me the shivers. It's so good. So that is Shy Guy Falls is definitely one of my playlists, and I definitely enjoy listening to. As I said, the link to the song is in the description below. Let me know what you think. Let me know what your favourite track from Mario Kart is. So, moving on, what's at number 4? Number 4 is a game that I don't actually own, and it's from the Amiga 500. Now, I know what you're thinking. Oh, Mr. Fed, how can like a soundtrack, video game music be as good on the Amiga 500 as it is on modern day consoles like the PS5? Well, you will be surprised because it's not even the oldest console on this list. Now, I've said on this channel before that my kind of route into kind of more alternative rock and heavy metal music started with the release of 1995's Jagged Little Pill by Alanis Morissette. But if I think hard enough, I think my journey towards rock and metal started before that, and I go to 1990 and it's Lotus Esprit Turbo Challenge, and it's the introduction music to Lotus Esprit Turbo Challenge on the Amiga 500. It is an absolutely thumping rock riff. And now I remember playing this game with my friend back in the day, and I remember saying to him, can we just leave the introduction title track on and listen to this music and just listen to it loop round for like 10 or 12 minutes. So I think the original track is probably about 2.5 minutes. But I'm quite happy just to sit here and listen to it loop for at least 10 minutes. It is absolutely thumping. It's absolutely brilliant. Lotus Esprit Turbo Challenge on the Amiga 500. The introduction music is in the description below. Moving on to number 3. Well, I have to go for a track off Street Fighter 2. Now, I have a copy of Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo here. My favourite piece of music, I mean, you could pick any of the character tracks on Street Fighter 2, and it's one of the reasons why I prefer Street Fighter 2 over Mortal Kombat, is because the music is so rooted in that character design, fighting style and stage that, some of it's just mind-blowing. So you can pick any track from Street Fighter 2. Me personally, I'm going for Chun-Li. Chun-Li is a very quick up-tempo kind of panpipe flute solo with some oriental music as a backing track. And it just really suits Chun-Li's fighting style, and it really suits Chun-Li's stage. So I've put the link to the original piece of music for Chun-Li down below. But I've also put a link to a cover version. Now, there is a YouTuber called String Player Gamer, and String Player Gamer does cover versions of video game music, and he has done a cover version of Chun-Li where he plays every single instrument himself, and he has stayed true to Chun-Li's music but also added a kind of his own modern take on it. It is absolutely fantastic. If there is nothing you take away from this video apart from listening to String Player Gamer's version of Chun-Li's theme tune, I implore you to click on his link down below and listen to it. It is absolutely thumping, and I'm sure that he's done cover versions of your favourite pieces of music as well. So Chun-Li, Street Fighter 2 comes in at number 3. So what comes in at number 2? Well, we go to Metroid Prime, and specifically the piece of music that is linked to the stage, Talon 4 Overworld. Now, I think that's the first piece of music you hear as soon as you land on the planet. Now, the music is so grandiose and so good. It really sets out all the exploration and the size of the adventure that is, set out before you. Now, it's about 4 minutes long. It's available on YouTube and the link is below. It's also available on the Nintendo Music app. Now, the Nintendo Music app allows you to extend these pieces of music. So I think the original composition is about 4 minutes until it loops. I've listened to this on loop for about 30 minutes. I'm quite happy sort of sinking half a bottle of wine in 30 minutes and listening to Metroid Prime. There has been moments when I've been playing Metroid Prime and I don't want to advance in the game. I don't want to go to the magma stage and I don't want to go to the ice stage, because you know that when you advance into those next stages then the music's going to change. But I just want to sit and listen to this music in Talon 4. It is that good. So again, link below. So that brings us to number 1. What's my favourite video game score of all time? And we go back to the Commodore 64. I know, it's mind-blowing, isn't it? The Commodore 64. Now I know what you're thinking, Mr. Fed, surely not the Commodore 64. Isn't that just all kind of horrible, pinky, plocky kind of music? Well, in the early 80s and the mid 80s, there were some composers for the Commodore 64 that put together absolute masterclasses in music. And I'm going for a game called International Karate. Now, the original score for International Karate is by Ron Hubbard, and the music lasts 10 minutes long, and that's about the size of the gameplay. You know, the music track was meant to last the length of you playing the game. Now, the music is so clever that as the game gets harder, as you progress from white belt to yellow belt to green belt to brown belt, the music picks up the pace to coincide with the difficulty of the computer opponent that you're playing. Now, by the time you get to the end of the piece, you should be at black belt. Now, the goal is to get black belt, keep playing on black belt until the music finishes, and then the music will loop round again after about 10.5 minutes. Now, if you have done that and the music has looped round again and you're still playing with your black belt, then you know that you have got an absolute monster score. Now, the original link, the original Commodore 64 composition, I've posted Ron Hubbard's music below. But there is a cover version. There is a cover version by someone called Matt Gray. Now, what Matt Gray has done is he stayed true to the original Ron Hubbard composition, but he's used modern day instruments and modern day technology to really bring it up to the year sort of 2020. I mean, it is absolutely thumping. It is so good, and I think it's probably the track that out of all video game music history, it is the track that I've listened to the most. Again, much in the same vein like String Player Gamer, who covered Chun-Li's theme. If you take anything away, please listen to Matt Gray's version of International Karate on the Commodore 64. It is absolutely fantastic. So there it is, guys, back with a video. I hope you go into the description below and I hope you get the chance to listen to those tunes. So my top 5, Shy Guy Falls from Mario Kart 8. Number 4 is Lotus Esprit Turbo Challenge on the Amiga 500. Number 3 is Chun-Li from Street Fighter 2. Number 2 is Talon for Overworld from Metroid Prime. And number 1, International Karate for the Commodore 64. Hopefully I'll see some of your music favourites. You know, YouTube is Monkey See, Monkey Do. So if you want to post a video about your top 5 music, or if you want to leave a comment below about your favourites, then let me know and I will see you in the next one.